Welcome back, folks, to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch. When we last left off, we ended up finding those cultist people. We ended up beating them up. We got information from the soul to go to certain places, and then off camera, I came here and I sold stuff and equipped people with things they needed. So now we're going to continue the main quest because that's what some people wanted. So let's hop to it. Alright, first off, I need to figure out where to go next. Strategy journal. Through Death Cage, travel to Die Fort Village. Alright, we'll do the Man Who Waits, the Place of Madness, because that's in here. If I remember correctly. It should be I don't think it's in First Fires. I believe it's in Blackenberry. We'll check there first. It's where I went and did the one quest for the guy with the armor. It's in the same area. There should be a sanitarium there. At least theoretically, anyways. Am I going the right way? Yes. This should take us there, hopefully. I believe it's in Mockingbird. I think it is. Where's the First Fires? No, it can't be First Fires. Huh. Silly cat. And I keep meaning to cut this out, but I keep forgetting the loading. Yeah, I believe this is the right place. Yeah, there's a sanitarium right there.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Okay, let's head to the sanitarium, look for the madman, and see what stuff happens. We're supposed to seek out an Animancer anyways for Arla. So this is perfect. So we kill two birds with one stone in this. Yep. Sometimes we get people in here trying to make trouble for the Animancers. Okay, that's a soul we can look at. Been avoiding those because it's a lot of reading and usually they don't amount to anything. Speak with Head Warden Emperor if you wish to make an appointment with one of our Animancers. Okay. We need to find the Head Warden. Oh, that leads downstairs. I don't think we need to go there quite yet. Oh, yeah, there's a statue. Head Warden Elmer. A well-maintained statue in the middle. Whoa, so what? Middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle of the harried academics pressured by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It's been a long time since a watcher has graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling from the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insight, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is it that brought you to my sanitarium? Do you know anything about awakenings? There is an animancer in the lower floor who came all the way from Riverod to study them. Take the stairs down and look for Belases. You may have a member of the Laden Key in your midst. Elmer groans, the storm around him shudders. I could have done without hearing that today. Many have their intuitions been into our affairs, of course. One can seldom be certain whether they meddled or whether calamity has struck on its own. But few of their less skilled infiltrators have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I am reminded of how envious I am of your gifts. I suspect that you would be some use in verifying one's identity. You are at odds with the Laden Key, I take it? They're up to something, and I'm trying to determine what. They are always up to something. Of that, you may be rest assured. If their plots have come to involve you, you have my sympathies. Do you have some idea who this person might be? I suspect it's a patient. Very well. In that case, I would recommend you first speak. You speak first to who's our resident animancers. They have frequent interactions with both patients and colleagues. You'll find them up here or in the office downstairs. You report anything suspicious to me immediately. This is only a request. Farewell. Okay. So this is going to be more of an investigation then. Okay, so we got to question Animancers. Okay, he's busy, so we can't talk to him. Let's see what else we can talk to. Looks like the field sketches of intertwined ruins and artifacts. The music kind of got ominous. You're welcome to browse and spread the knowledge is a healthy thing, don't you agree? Alright, let's go downstairs. Yes. Okay, now we're downstairs. Let's see what we can find down here. I don't like this ominous music, however.
Welcome.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head and poses over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Excuse! Here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research, and that I do not see the kid standing in front of me. What can I do? Notice anything unusual or suspicious here lately? It's rare for me to notice things that do not relate to my work, even when they are in front of me. Sentir Animeca. but I'm not the best choice to help you with that. Something else? I'm looking for an expert on awakening. She laughed bitterly. That would be me. Though the lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer Animancy's success in bitterest and pre-awakening souls to smooth those who have souls already awakened, but I need subjects. And where am I? But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce relatable results. It's a tragedy I have come so far to nothing. You're in luck. I have a volunteer. Springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Glad, who is it? Allah's lips curled into frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in that cage. I beg your pardon. It's a jest. You Aryans are so uptight. I do not even know what the thing is used for. It belongs to the last occupant of this office, I think. Now they upgrade him to the cell. Again, I jest. So she rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So I need you to sit here. She takes Arloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax, but don't try too hard. Then you will not be relaxing. Indeed. His eyes are humorless. And you must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens a thick copper band to Arloth's forehead, wrists, as she wrenches them tighter. His face twists with surprise and irritation. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long chamber tube. Knobs, dials, and small, toothed wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with Hydra lens cut to different thicknesses and contraves. By manipulating them, I can find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Kana peers at the device with interest. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we get to talk to Izmir more? I like that lady. She raises a finger. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Sunny pats his arm. Don't worry. I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Arla squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds the scope to her eyes and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal. Something from the time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Clothwood. He looks to you. His face is set in a frown, but rigid edges of apprehension show his through nonetheless. Talk about your parents. As you speak to Arloth, you feel his voice like a bell in your chest. It's tolled softly, luring him into the midst of his own memory. Belushi doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel it as if the words were smoothing his essence, untangled in many threads. He closes his eyes. Mother is always most of the time with the Thine family, but I'd always know when she was coming home. Father bottles accumulates like storm clouds on the horizon. His fists of temper became swifter and more violent. It still shames him, knowing that her hamming to another man supports us better than his labors as a steward. That's good. I'm starting to see something. Continue telling us your awakening. She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I'm in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she's around, he is only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles. That's my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence remind him that he had failed too. His first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, next I'm sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my own blood on a tile. His boots glistening with fresh polish. He thuds across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach and I curl up to shield my vitals, but it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. He's still halted on the floor. I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but pinpricked against the fields of black. His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath the lids. Magico. Belichides furiously cranks the knobs along her scope. He's hypnotizing himself with this old memory. You got to bring it out of him quickly. I almost have it. You're safe. Everything's fine. Alan's eyes snap open, but his expression you see in them isn't his. He's not safe when I hop upon him. Bridge sucks in a deep breath through her teeth. That's it! I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and concealing. She glances over you with her scope. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices high in the air. That warm molasses feeling that crisps down your guts when your crisis is nigh. Before, we have flails of total distinct essence. She jolts the hand notes onto the page next to her and turns one click an hour scope. Now try to get the two of them talking. Olaf asks Samira what she's doing. Olaf's face twists in fury. Sicking weeds, warming parasite. He bursts into a sudden laughter. You say the same thing to your own kindred twig when it betrays you. Must be hard to avoid knowing there's a lady in your body the whole time judging you. Good! Yes, very good. She rests from the scrambling only to make another adjustment scope. Now I can see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if his awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. Go on. With a Arloth. What exactly are you taking from him? Near more than I'm given. You should ask what I did that allowed man of his. Now that last time he laid hands on us, I break it in 3 pieces. Alice House jerks aside. That wasn't your decision. It never been your decision. Nay, it was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you. And damned if I let your ninny drag us both through the scripper. Very good. She lowers the scope and consults his note. I think I finally got something we can work with. I tracked Isamir's essence through the exchange. She had a particularly high destiny index during the most heated portions of the argument, and her essence seemed to be located most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. That's right, around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame. Alec blinks back at you in the midst of his perturbation. You're not quite sure who's looking out of his eyes. That's utter horseshit. Black bile, is it? That's certainly spat at their share, Kana studies Arlock dubiously. It's a shamed explanation that I expected, all things considered. She glares at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose I have better explanation. Isamir manifests when Allah's in danger or under pressure. Balak carefully scratches her jaw and gazes darting between your eyes. I suppose that could be true. She jots in a note. I'll have to check this against other research. Here, moves a cup bed. Well, and good for you, but what does it mean for me? Belisige frowns at her notes, tapping her chin with the quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing glance over the pages. Alsamir tries to take control from you when she thinks you cannot face your problems on your own. She did you a favor. It seems Alsamir steps in when she determines you're in danger. It's not clear yet whether she's a help or a hindrance. I'll say that. From my position, I say it's pretty clear a hindrance. I got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Rocky. He does not look at Belisige. She sets her notes in the desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been useful to you as it has been for me. I finally have material worth publishing, and you'll be the toast of Rivia. Falat Olaf. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. Aye, advancing the rightwise principles of Animancy. Just what ye've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting moment out of the corner of your eye. Belisige is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Olaf is holding her notes. You're just about to tuck him with his cloak when he catches you watching. He folds his fingers to his lip, watches you. Please, I don't want my personal information pushed like this. No, you get your explanations, you get your research, that's the deal. He slides the papers back on the desk, giving you a rueful look. I ain't gonna help you explain this one, Skulla boy. Wow. That was interesting. And we will stop there, folks. As always, if you're new here, subscribe. Hit the bell thing so it ring so you know when I post my videos. Hit the like button if you like. Hit the dislike button if you dislike. And I will see you next time. Hop you later.